But we did it. This is for Baltimore. This is for the SEC. This is for everybody that doubted. This was for the girls that look like me that said that they can't do this.
I want to apologize to the basketball community. You know, when you're playing in championship games like this, in our league, things get heated.
Think basketball is all about shooting hoops? Well, Angel Reese, aka Bayou Barbie, is here to prove it's also about throwing shade. From blocking shots with a shoe to Twitter takedowns, we're counting down the top 10 times this LSU star decided to spice things up. Who knew women's college basketball could be such a drama fest? Number 1, 2023. NCAA Championship Gesture. You've seen layups, dunks, and alley-oops. But have you ever witnessed a player turn their own shoe into a secret weapon? Angel Reese just proved she doesn't need both feet on the ground to make headlines. During a game against Arkansas, Reese pulled off a stunt that had everyone wondering if they were watching basketball or some new extreme sport. Picture this. The game's in full swing, the crowd's going wild, and suddenly, Angel Reese is holding her left shoe in her hand. Now, most players would call a timeout or hop around like a confused flamingo, but not our girl Angel. She sees an opportunity and goes for it. With the grace of a ballerina and the audacity of a WWE wrestler, Reese blocks a shot while clutching her shoe. But wait, there's more. Before her feet even touch the ground, she's already trash-talking the Arkansas guard. Talk about multitasking. Number 2. Post-championship interview comments. Reese's footwear antics were just the warm-up act. When she stepped up to the mic after winning it all, she turned what should have been a standard victory speech into a pay-per-view event. Who knew words could hit harder than a basketball? Picture the scene. Confetti falling, cameras flashing, and there's Angel Reese fresh off her championship win, ready to drop some verbal bombs. The tension builds as she approaches the mic. Will she stick to the script or go off the rails? Spoiler alert, she chose chaos. Reese didn't just speak. She unleashed a torrent of unfiltered realness that had PR teams scrambling and Twitter buzzing. She turned that interview into her personal stage, using it to challenge expectations and prove that she's not just a player, but a force to be reckoned with. In true Reese fashion, she didn't just celebrate the win. She made a statement about authenticity in women's sports. It was less "we're number one" and more "I'm unapologetically me. Deal with it." Talk about turning a victory lap into a victory slap. Number 3. Criticism of media bias. Ever wonder how a single tweet can turn the tables on critics and send social media into a frenzy? Angel Reese was about to give us a masterclass in digital clapbacks. Our girl faced some serious heat for her aggressive style on the court. Some folks called her too hood or too ghetto. Because apparently, women in sports are supposed to be all sugar and spice, while the guys can act like they're in a WWE match.
The narrative, I don't fit the narrative. I don't fit in the box that y'all want me to be in. I'm too hood, I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. Other people do it. Y'all don't say nothing. So this was for the girls that look like me, that's gonna speak up on what they believe in.
But Reese wasn't about to let the haters have the last word. She fired back with a tweet that hit harder than a slam dunk. "I don't fit the narrative and I'm okay with that." Boom. Just like that, she went from 100,000 followers to over 323,000 overnight. Talk about a social media growth spurt. Reese's mom summed it up perfectly. With social media, you can't control what people say, but you can control how you react to what they say. Looks like someone's been taking lessons from the Trump school of Twitter wars. Number 4. Bayou Barbie controversy. From Twitter wars to toy store aisles, Reese's journey is anything but ordinary. Who knew a nickname could cause such a ruckus? The Bayou Barbie saga is serving up more drama than a reality TV show, and it's left everyone wondering, is this girl really made of plastic, or is she just fantastic at playing the game? Enter the world of Bayou Barbie, where eyelash extensions and lip gloss meet jump shots and rebounds. This isn't your average Mattel creation, folks.
But we did it. This is for Baltimore, this is for the SEC. This is for everybody that doubted. This was for the girls that look like me that said that they can't do this. Y'all told me to calm it down. Y'all criticized me all year. I'm her. I'm telling y'all, I'm the Bayou Barbie, period.
Angel Reese's glamorous persona has sparked a cultural moment in women's sports, challenging the idea that female athletes can't be fierce and fabulous at the same time. But not everyone's playing nice in the Barbie dream house. Critics are throwing shade, saying Reese is too aggressive or too hood for the court. Apparently, these folks missed the memo that it's 2023, not 1953. Reese's response? She's embracing her brand faster than you can say plastic fantastic, turning haters into marketing opportunities. Number 5. LSU versus South Carolina heated matchup. While Mama Reese cheers from the sidelines, Angel's taking her game to a whole new level. Ever wondered what would happen if basketball and pro wrestling had a baby? The LSU versus South Carolina game might have the answer. Spoiler alert, it involves more drama than a Trump Twitter tantrum. Picture this: LSU, ranked number 3, squaring off against number 1 South Carolina. The tension was thicker than Trump's makeup. And right in the middle of it all, our girl Angel Reese, turning the court into her personal WWE ring. Reese wasn't just playing basketball, she was putting on a show, trash talking, aggressive plays, and enough attitude to make even the Kardashians blush. It was less March Madness and more March Mayhem. The game reached a boiling point when Reese got into it with South Carolina players.
No bad intentions. They just tried, their emotions got so far ahead of them that sometimes these things happen. So I want to apologize to the basketball community. You know, when you're playing in championship games like this, in our league, things get heated.
You half expected her to pull out a folding chair from under the court. Instead, she channeled all that drama into her gameplay, proving she could walk the walk after talking the talk. Number 6, LSU's dominance in SEC tournament. If you thought Reese's regular season antics were spicy, the SEC tournament cranked up the heat to ghost pepper levels. How does one player turn an entire tournament into her personal highlight reel? Well, Angel Reese had the answer, and it involved more double-doubles than a greasy fast food joint. Our girl Angel didn't just show up to the SEC tournament, she arrived like a wrecking ball in false eyelashes. She led the SEC in points and rebounds, averaging a jaw-dropping 23.5 points and 15.8 rebounds per game. That's not just good, that's make the other teams consider early retirement good. But Reese wasn't content with just dominating on the court. She brought enough energy to power a small city, pushing her teammates to excel like a caffeinated drill sergeant in stilettos. Coach Kim Mulkey was probably thanking her lucky stars she found a leader who could juggle basketballs and brand deals with equal finesse. Number 7. Caitlin Clark rivalry reignited. While Reese was busy being a one-woman show, another star was rising in the basketball world. What do you get when you combine Angel Reese's trash talking with Caitlin Clark's sharpshooting? A rivalry so spicy it makes ghost peppers seem bland.
Iowa on the biggest stage in the women's game. These two young ladies in particular are no strangers to being part of the biggest moments in our sport.
Comments about the Angel Reese Caitlin Clark race, and I got to tell you, makes some very smart comments.
Enter Caitlin Clark, the yin to Reese's yang in the world of women's basketball. These two have turned the court into a verbal battleground, with more shade thrown than a forest at sunset.
At the end of the game, what happened? There's a lot blown up on Twitter about Angel Reese following you around, pointing to her ring finger and taunting you.
Their on-court interactions? Let's just say they make a Trump rally look like a polite tea party. Reese, never one to back down from a challenge, brought her A-game trash talk to their matchups. Meanwhile, Clark countered with her own brand of fierce competitiveness. It's like watching two reality TV stars duke it out, but with better athleticism and fewer scripted lines. Number 8. Benched for attitude issues. Just when you thought the Angel Reese show couldn't get any juicier, she pulls a Houdini act. 1 minute she's dropping buckets, the next she's MIA. What could make LSU's Golden Girl go from court queen to bench warmer faster than Trump changes his legal team? Well, folks, it turns out even the Bayou Barbie isn't immune to a good old-fashioned timeout. During a game against Kent State, Reese vanished after the first half. No injury, no foul trouble, just poof! Gone like Trump's tax returns. The rumor mill went into overdrive. Was it an attitude adjustment? Did she clash with the coach? Or did she just need a really long bathroom break? The speculation was wilder than Trump's hair on a windy day. Number 9. Social media feuds. Just when you thought the Reese saga couldn't get spicier, Mama Bear decided to stir the pot. What could possibly make a parent risk turning their kid's career into a viral meme? Grab your popcorn, because this family feud makes the Trumps look functional. Enter Angel Reese's mom, Angel Webb Reese, who decided to spice things up by criticizing LSU star Floujay Johnson's English on Instagram. Talk about a mama bear with claws. This didn't sit well with Johnson's mom, Kia Brooks, who fired back faster than a Trump tweet at 3 a.m. Before you could say technical foul, the whole thing blew up like Trump's ego. Former LSU athletes joined the fray, turning this into a full-on social media cage match. Coach Kim Mulkey tried to play it cool, saying it's just another day in her 40-year coaching career. Right, because every coach deals with Instagram wars between players' moms. Number 10. LSU practice drama. Speaking of coaches dealing with drama, Kim Mulkey might want to add reality TV producer to her resume. What turns a routine LSU practice into must-see TV? 2 words: Angel Reese. When the Bayou Barbie hits the court, it's like Trump's Twitter feed meets ESPN. Reese struts around, shouting encouragement like a caffeinated cheerleader. We're going to need everybody, but don't mistake her for miscongeniality. When teammates slip up, Reese's frustration is more explosive than Trump's hair on a windy day. Coach Mulkey tries to keep things under control, but with Reese on the floor, it's like herding cats in stilettos. Our girl Angel paces the sidelines, trying to pump up her team's energy faster than Trump changes his mind on policy. And when someone misses a box out, let's just say Reese's reaction makes a presidential tweet storm look tame.